All right. Last time on Everybody Hates Phoenix.
Everyone hate Phoenix? I don't think everyone does.
Phoenix made both Mia and Maya mad for giving up on this case, and now he still has to do this case, and Phoenix doesn't know what to do.
He's just unsure about it.
Today, we'll find out if Phoenix has the ability to beat this case.
I think your recapping is a little wrong.
No, that's right. What happened on October 19th?
I don't know.
Well, what do you know?
The Will Powers is innocent. And our dad is super loud.
Look, it's super loud for you?
Yeah. I'm
Really?
turn you down.
Oh, that.
Huh. If you can turn it down, it's actually really super loud.
It's really. Oh, let me try something. Is it silent now?
No.
Okay, so that is something with Discord. Let's see here. Oh, wait, here we go. How about that? Is that better?
I heard it change, but it sounded like you made it louder.
That's impossible. I backed the volume down. Is that good?
Yeah, that's better. Thank you.
Okay. I can turn it up, too, so.
No, you're good. That's fine.
Okay. So, as well, I'm getting into character here. Ellipses. Mr. Wright. Yes. Why do you look so unhappy? Nothing. Really, it's nothing.
Right?
No.
I want to say.
Yeah, right, Mia?
Look, they went to her.
Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier.
Phoenix. Your client is now practically a dead man walking.
See, she gave up. It's over. It's over.
Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him.
This is no time for dead people jokes. Please.
You know we're getting into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it.
Something overlooked.
We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial. You should look at the evidence stuff now. There is something you haven't looked at when you, from last time.
There it is. This is it. Do you see it?
No, it's not.
It is.
It most definitely is not.
It is. This is our saving grace right here. Okay.
It goes in order, by the way, of when you receive the items.
Yeah. Sleeping pills. Wouldn't that possibly help us out?
Possibly.
Was that confirmed? 2:15
Yeah.
4 p.m.? Okay. Path to glory. I don't know.
It's fine. Just make sure you look it over.
This isn't gonna be easy. He's my favorite.
The judge.
Yeah. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
Prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
No, not. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder.
Very well. You may call your first Mr. Edgeworth. Wonder if the judge is okay.
He's not. The prosecution calls Mr. Sal Manella to the stand.
Oh, salmonella. Or that director.
Will the witness state his name and profession? Ellipses. How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai new brothel.
I can't even remember the last time somebody said raffle.
Salmonella, I'm a director. Television.
Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day.
Phoenix. We'll start by picking this testimony apart. Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it.
Right! She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. She's savage.
She was your teacher for a reason, dude.
Doesn't mean the teacher has to be savage.
I was in the studios around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it.
The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., and according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor.
And that everyone dies.
Pretty much. Yeah, is that when you always came into work?
Oh no, I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way.
Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry.
Still, FWIW, I was pretty busy all that day, frowny face. I don't even know what FWIW means.
Let's go on to the evil places of the internet here. Of course, we're talking about Urban
Like,
Dictionary.
that's one abbreviation I don't know.
FWIW. For what it's worth.
Oh.
It's so silly. I mean, it took me so long to realize what SMH meant. Then I looked it up and I read the incorrect meaning of what everybody was referring to.
I mean, there's two different meanings to it.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us more about that.
In the employee area?
That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate.
Was anyone else at the run-through?
Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. LOL. She was cheering on Hammer, if you could believe it.
She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else?
Nope, just us four.
Why did it go on so long?
I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this. Said Juve. But WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see?
Oh, right. Thus the limp.
Which of course led me to missing my lunch. Roffs.
Is that supposed to be raffle?
I think it's rolling on floor sad or something.
Oh my god. Let me load it up again. I have to download the stupid app.
I've never seen ROFS.
An acronym for rolls on the floor starving.
Oh my god. Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Thanks, Phoenix.
What exactly did they have for lunch?
T-bone steak. The assistant cooks them up.
Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area.
Everyone else, meaning that the witness, did not eat with them.
Somebody's being a little testy over there. Sounds like he's, I don't know, on edge. So in the end, you didn't get to eat.
Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it?
That must have been tough.
Phoenix,
Yeah?
doesn't something about that seem odd to you?
Not really. I need to read it again. I didn't. I
They
think
were
it's,
talking about steaks, and the guy was like, man, I didn't get any.
yeah. I mean, the go-to answer would be it's contradictory.
But think about, now it's been some time, but think about when you were doing an investigation, what you saw.
Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manila!
Huh? What do you mean, Sweat?
When I went to that trailer, I saw something on the table. There are 2 plates on the table. The same kind of plates as in the employee area. Who ate lunch there?
Yes. Pyro. No, good call, Sweat. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all.
A T-bone steak, you mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later.
Clearly a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. Stop, Logan!
Hey, Logan.
So when exactly did you eat? Logan, by the way, I just gotta point out, bought me Uno. I'm not sure if I should feel sorry for him or myself.
Wait, what?
He bought me Uno on Steam.
Oh, God.
You know, the one that Mini
Yeah,
Lad
yeah,
played?
yeah.
Yeah, that one.
We took one break during that meeting. I never wolfed it down then, drool.
A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in the meeting, that contradicts this testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. What were you discussing?
The Steel Samurai story, and our budget.
I'm doing fine, Logan.
Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it?
Actually, I kind of can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting.
I'm alright, Logan. Just hanging out.
You didn't take a single break?
Well. Yeah, not a one, Sweat, even though he just told us that he did.
What's he sweating so much about? I wonder, if only I had an idea. Wait a second! Maybe I do have an idea! Of course we're gonna press harder. Uh-oh. Wait a second! Mr. Manila, you've just contradicted yourself! Didn't you tell the court that you ate the T-bone steak during a break?
Oops, ruffle.
Well? Mr. Manila, what's this all about?
Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix.
Oh.
That's me. Yeah, I say your name, Phoenix. Phoenix, great job. They took a break. One of them could have gone to the studios during that time.
Your Honor! I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Matinee, your testimony, please.
Org. Heh, heh, heh.
Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing. Oh, round 2.
Yeah. FWIW.
Come on, we learned what it meant.
We took a break, Raffle. Look, I'm reading this like an old person with a text and ask, what does this mean?
Well, wouldn't you then say fwiv or fwiv? Fwawa?
I already read it. But it was only 15 minutes. 15! It's only 13 in base 12.
Is that right?
I don't know.
Wouldn't 13 in base 12 be 13?
I don't know.
Didn't you? You were the one that did all the base stuff.
I don't know. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in the Studio One. All. It's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me, seems.
I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. What time exactly did you take this break?
I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45.
2:30. That's the time of death. So we could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and came back. I guess it's possible time-wise.
Edgy ellipses. Here you go, Logan.
What were you doing for those 15 minutes?
Eating my T-bone steak. What else?
There were 2 plates on the trailer table.
Oh, right. The other one was Diva, sorry. D. Vasquez plate.
D. Vasquez, the producer. What's up, Buster?
To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes is quite a feat.
That's because Katie's a tryhard, okay?
I'm not try hard. It's up to people who play this game.
Please testify to the court why you're not a tryhard.
I mean, I'm not you.
Wow! Wow! Why is that? Oh.
Haven't we heard enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor. Testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio One.
What?
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio One.
Well, Mr. Wright?
Phoenix, this is critical. Trying to make it sound like a Yu-Gi-Oh anime. Think about it before you give your answer.
Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio One? I claim it and I claim it loud. Well, I mean, technically, it wasn't impossible. I feel like these people could have climbed over the stupid head that fell in the middle of the path. But at the same time, everybody's gonna be like, well, there was a thing that fell in the path, and as we know in video game logic, once something falls into the middle of the path, nobody can walk through it. This is video game logic law number 1. Please subscribe next week for video game law logic 2.
Yeah, I can't wait either. I really want them. Guys, we get Phoenix Wright remakes and Animal Crossing in the same year.
We'll see about Animal Crossing.
They said 2019. They didn't say when.
We'll see. I feel like it's a no.
You can save. Man, your thing is like freaking out.
My thing?
Yeah, your DS is like freaking out.
No, it's not.
You're fine now.
Oh.
I would save though.
Fine. Oh, now it's freaking out. I don't know what that was.
You're good. Go with your gut. Be Phoenix.
My gut never is right about these situations.
So do the opposite of your gut.
There is no opposite. My gut says both of them are viable.
Well then, you need to stop being so indecisive.
Okay, let's assess the situation here. If we say yes, they're just gonna go with, but the path is blocked. If we say no, there are only very few people that could have murdered him.
If you say no, your trial's over. Because you've already tried to talk to the people who weren't in that studio.
Fine. If I agree to let everyone in that trail off the hook, then the trial's over.
So even Phoenix agreed.
Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact time of the break in the meeting. With 15 minutes, murder is certainly a possibility. I suppose you might say that. All right, I've got the judge thinking now.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Oh.
Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright.
What's your point, Edgeworth?
You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record.
The court record? Shh, we don't want to talk about that. No, stop it. Stop it. No!
From 2:15 to 4, the path between the studios was blocked. Mrs. Monkey's head had fallen across the path.
Uh-oh. Can I throw this up right now? Can I object? Whoa. You're right. No.
True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkey had barred the way.
Ellipses. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. Then what? You lied to me.
Let you.
Why do I? What?
You can reload your save if you like.
This is dumb. We don't reload.
I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manila from the stand.
What? It's over? Very well, the court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day.
You should reload now.
All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty.
Your Honor, prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence, a witness.
You really want me to reload?
I don't really care, it's up to you.
What's the consequence for not reloading?
I honestly don't remember. I don't remember this part very well.
Okay. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth?
My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim.
Order! I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. Uh-oh, she's angry at me. I'm not surprised. What do we do, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi.
Ellipses. I'm sorry, Phoenix.
Burger King.
I guess I was wrong.
You should get Burger King. Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have?
Ellipses. Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. People in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1.
I don't get this! It's not that hard!
I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is.
What's going on? What's going to happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer.
Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you're innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and believe yourself. Be strong. Sorry, be yourself. You know, same thing. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere. A hero. Man, I can't read. Hero to children everywhere, after all.
Oi. You. Thanks.
Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids.
Sorry, kids.
This one's for the chat. Let's do it.
I'm sorry, kids. I'm gonna have to let you down.
Do it for the chat, man.
Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
Prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder trial, we are worried that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with this cruel.
Wow! Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground.
However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hawkins to the stand.
Oh god, I gotta read him. I love how he can't even be taller than the thing.
Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on.
Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. There we go. Who let this kid in with a weapon?
Well, it's the animators that didn't want to animate something new. Will the witness state his name and grade in school?
Ellipses, man. Uh-oh.
Witness.
What? Just because you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around.
Cody, answer his question, okay?
Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Yeah!
Witness. Cody.
He's having trouble with this gentle thing.
You were at Global Studios on the day of the incident?
You got a problem with that? I'm drawing my weapon in a court?
Please tell us what you saw that day.
What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over here?
Just Mr. Edgeworth will be fine.
A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in the courtroom.
My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if you couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible.
Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go.
Phoenix. I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You better make a note of it in the court record.
Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. Oh, I gotta do all of this.
Yeah, have fun. You're great at being a kid.
Yeah, whatever. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so the old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. And be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child.
Yeah, Carl.
Lipsy, man. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly.
Dang.
It's true. Okay. You really like the Steel Samurai, huh? Of course I do. I've taped every show. And I go to all the live performances. That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course! Duh! My dad always takes me. Poor, poor dad. Was that day the first time you'd been to the studio? Oh, actually, I've been a couple times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day. And that security lady's always yelling.
Right. Please continue.
Chill, Pops. I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez.
Whoopsies. Edward's getting his ass kicked.
Wow! On my stream!
His donkey, man.
On my stream!
You're fine.
You're lucky Speed isn't here.
Dude, I'm pretty sure that word is in this game.
It doesn't even matter.
It's a PG game. Like,
It's not even that.
PG-10.
It's just really funny because Speed tries the hardest.
Yeah, but Speed's like the tryhard, so it's fun.
Off the path? Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there. If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was. I see. Anyhow. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted.
So you went straight to the studio. They got lost.
You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next?
You saw them.
A steel samurai. Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was... Ow.
What?
Ow.
You good?
Yeah.
What did you do?
My teeth, like, grinded against each other in a very awkward way.
Oof.
Yeah, oh. It felt gross, it sounded gross, it was just gross everywhere around it. Ahem. Sorry about that, Your Honor. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. What then? What sort of bad guy was it? A guy? A person? Kinda tall? Skinny? Are you sure it was a guy? Ellipses, man. I don't know. He was kind of far away. Huh, he's being awfully vague.
Ellipses.
What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kind of didn't move. Not a bit. Like, he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. This is probably the part where we present the camera.
Well, you can press it too.
If you had your camera, you mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home.
Phoenix. Remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm.
Don't tell me what to do, Mia. Easy for you to say. I can't remember if this
You
is
heard at the beginning again.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. Possibilities there.
Does state he always carries it.
Sure, why not? Yeah! Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh. Was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're
Hey, Judge, it's in Cody's hands. The thing that you mentioned earlier.
It's a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera.
This is when digital cameras were like new.
I guess it was. Isn't that scary? How do I explain that? Oh, I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you?
Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so.
I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in the court.
Maybe or prosecuting attorney.
Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I have my camera. So what? You got a problem with that?
I mean, yeah, we do.
So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well, please.
Thinking face.
Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. Not much of a cross-examination there, is it?
Yeah.
Ah, is that ill? Well, that was brief. That's right, your cross-examination. So why didn't you use it?
He's getting to that. Relax and listen.
I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing.
Yeah, in this day and age, that would not happen. Everyone would have their phones out,
Yeah, pretty much.
which is sad.
So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once? No? Okay, then tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. So the bad guy attacked him first. Yeah! What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person! He was a person! How was he dressed? Lipsies. I kind of don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai.
See what happens next.
Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch. Samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that. He's still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? I mean, it's like Phoenix says. Even if he's a lying prosecuting attorney, he should still be honest.
Hey, JB.
Sup, J Blubber? Cody? What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah, so what? Yet you missed the most important part.
What is the meaning of this? The witnesses stated what he saw quite clearly.
Oh. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap.
Oof.
My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the samurai or Steel Samurais fight. But you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? Well, that's the thing.
Phoenix. believe you're on the right track with this.
I know exactly. I need the sphere.
Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you. You can figure this out.
Please don't give me a decision. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that the young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
I would save. Just save. You don't go through this whole entire thing again.
Okay, so let's see. He was watching something else as the throwaway answer. That's the D on the Scantron. If I show him the evidence, that still makes Mr. Powers probably guilty. But if I go with he couldn't watch it, that raises the question of he did it?
10-year-old kid, man.
Guess so. Let's show the evidence. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? That's not the evidence I thought would.
Just read everything carefully before you decide.
That has nothing to do with it. That? Probably not. That's a possibility. I'm gonna present the spear. It's the only thing I can think of. Here's my proof. The music didn't change.
That means you're wrong.
That means I am wrong. Proof. Can I do that again? This doesn't. Why wouldn't it prove anything?
Lost your nerve, have you?
Very well. I'll ask the question again.
Look, no penalty.
We have ascertained that the young boy is. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Wow, I did not actually take a penalty for that. That's new.
Your tiny little Navi hint. You're overlooking something.
What do you mean I'm overlooking something?
But it's all
Oh.
I'm gonna say.
What, the camera?
No, I can't tell you anymore. It was a tiny little hint. Can I show the badge? Is that what I'm overlooking? Yeah.
I don't know how a kid gets lost going through this place. I have no idea. Oh, this was received by Cody. So he would have taken a picture then, if it had every.
Theoretically. So why didn't he have a picture in there?
Because he did it.
Or
He was watching something else?
think about it. You don't get a penalty so far.
I know.
And you did save.
But I want to be right, okay? Even though I was wrong. Okay, I don't think it's he couldn't watch it. At least I don't think so. I still don't know.
Hmm? Thinking.
I don't think we have any evidence that would say why. If he didn't want to take the spear. I... um...
You got this.
I don't know. Can we go back to the Larry Butts case where I felt better and more?
I mean, that was a tutorial case.
Shut up.
If you're not stuck, you could just try to do a process of elimination.
But I am, and it's everything's being eliminated.
No, I literally mean, like, just try stuff.
Oh. Sure, he couldn't watch it. Because he couldn't watch it! How could he calmly watch a murder taking place at his age?
Just a moment, please.
I think that was the wrong
One thing has become quite clear in this boy's testimony. He did not believe he was witnessing a murder. He was watching the Steel Samurai fight, like on TV. The more real the fight, the more he would have watched.
Huh. I have to agree with Mr. Edgeworth. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have another explanation? We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Wouldn't... Yeah, okay. Alright, so it's not that one. He missed the climax of the fight because he was looking at something else, probably.
Probably.
Something else?
Mr. Wright, explain yourself. What could possibly distract this boy from seeing his idol, the Steel Samurai, fight? Who do you claim he was looking at?
Oof. Come on, think of something. Think of something. Nothing. Mr. Wright, please refrain from making baseless claims. Yeah, sorry, Your Honor. Okay, so... Alright, those are wrong, so it's definitely some evidence that we have to... There are but one of two things that could be used for this. The camera or the book.
Unless I one of those you haven't shown yet.
Which would be the book. Oh, that's wrong. I don't know why I'm not taking any hits here.
If I give you a hint, honestly, it'll give it away.
Yeah, pretty much at this point. This is just trial elimination at this now.
Tried the spear.
Yeah, we did.
Tried the book.
Guess
You're not getting penalized.
Guess the camera? Nope. Oh, wait. Here's my proof. What's that, the camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with his operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah! Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking.
Good job, Phoenix. It only took you 20 minutes.
Shut up, man. It's not like you helped.
Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero. He didn't present the camera either. And not take a picture.
Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to taking it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Lipsies, man. Lipsies, man. Lipsies, man. Yeah!
Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again.
No more testifying. Right! Yeah, means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. Yeah! Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened, yeah. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyways.
Poor kid.
Pops? Yeah, I called you Pops, you spiky-haired geezer. Geezer.
I'm Mr. Edgeworth.
And I guess I'm the bearded gentleman. That's what I hate about grown-ups. You're all so self-conscious. That is the... Oh my god. Can we just all take a minute here? It's the most truthful statement possible.
It is, especially nowadays. Especially nowadays.
Okay, off with the kid gloves. Testify, witness, testify. Yipes! So you did see the beginning of the fight? Yeah! Did you notice anything unusual? Well, I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried. When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground and the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened. Yup. That's all? Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have once I got that lens open. Did you really not take a picture? Not even one? Let's press him hard. Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Bullseye. Or, I'm sorry, Bullseye? How did you know? Uh-oh, Edward's sweating over there. I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow! This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. You erased them? Yeah! Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that? Oh, I know. I got something. I better find a clear contradiction soon or some solid... But I have something. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony?
There has to be something.
I know what it is!
Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about.
I already have the treasure!
You have to go all the way over.
Pretty much.
Oh,
Gosh
you
darn
reset.
it, yeah.
Hold down the button. Hold down the button.
Okay.
Here.
This one?
Yes.
Okay. Cody. What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Damn! I got them all. I never miss one. Perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Ugh! Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. Ellipses. No way!
Phoenix. I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is.
Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually? Oh.
Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. What are you thinking about, Carl?
I think he did it.
Tell him, Phoenix. Tell him what the truth is.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? Clearly the photos were blurry.
Shame on you for accusing a child. You're wrong.
Just gonna do that really quick. It's gotta be that one.
I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos.
You mean the Steel Samurai lost?
Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way! No! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses! He never loses to anyone, ever! Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth.
Order! I will have order! Witness, I mean Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw.
Oh god. It's gross.
Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Wow, okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Wow!
He's not Waluigi, dude. He's crying.
Order! We will continue this trial about that being actually Waluigi because every time Waz said it is a Waluigi thing. Now, everybody in the chat who is here shall now type exclamation point Waluigi. I mean exclamation point the best. I don't remember. Just here, I'll help the chat out. There we go.
Urge the chat. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was not the murderer. Or was the murderer, not the victim.
Yet, according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell.
Mr. Wright, what's going on?
Apparently, we have all made a serious error.
An error? What's this all about?
If Hammer was the victim, he would have testified, so I don't think that's correct. I don't think the Steel Samurai was really the victim. That doesn't make sense. He didn't kill himself, did he?
Save! Also, hey Night Dragon. Again. You've been quiet.
Well, Night Dragon's been trying to wait for the memeing moments.
Well, if he wants to wait for the memeing moments, he could just constantly type badge whenever you're presenting evidence.
It's one of these two. It's not this one. I don't think it was
I
that
mean,
one.
they're options. They could be one of anyone. Just say.
There was no victim in this case.
What? Has the defense taken leave of its senses?
Of course, Jack Hammer died. But the Steel Samurai fell too. It was a draw. Oh.
OG ellipses. Sorry, I was too shocked to say anything there for a bit. Listen, Wright. Only one person died in this incident, and that is Jack Hammer. Yet now you claim there was no victim? Are you insane?
Yes. Uh-oh, he's pulling out all the stops now. Ellipses. I'm sorry. I was wrong.
Okay, right. First, you're right. Now, you're wrong. Which is it?
Fine, I'll reload the state. Okay. Oh, okay, now I get it. It's this one. I think. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer. He was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. That makes no sense, I think, too. I don't know. Order!
Oh, it does if you think about it.
Order. So the Steel Samurai in the photograph, you're saying the man in the costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer.
That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Willpower's foot injury.
But wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already?
That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? No. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to the studio, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume.
But why would the victim do such a thing?
I don't know.
Ellipses.
I get it. Question mark. I thought the Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Homie, what? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera! What?
Show us, quick.
No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that.
No!
Ugh.
Here, this is it.
Ellipses. Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright?
I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence.
I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back.
Wait, Phoenix.
Mia, what?
Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. The photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial.
What? Your Honor, may I see the photo once more, please?
Certainly, I don't see why not.
Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts that we know them to be in that photo.
There's a 2 up there. Oh, there's a 2. I see it. Oh, right there. Right there. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
Your Honor, look at this. I see a gate. May I draw your attention to the number on that gate?
That was the judge.
Oh, sorry. The number? No, it wasn't. That was Phoenix.
No, the way you read it was like the judge.
Oh, the number? Oh, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2.
Certainly not a 1, Your Honor. Correct?
Ah!
Uh-oh. I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at.
What? That's impossible.
What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court.
I love the judge.
I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in the studio taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, here's the true scene of the crime. Really? Wait. I'm making this harder than it need be.
You're overthinking it.
I am. Here, at Studio 2.
I see that would explain the 2 on the gate.
That's why I said you're overthinking it.
Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder would take place in Studio 2. Am I overthinking this one too?
Yep.
Should just be that the trailer is there. But no film. No, they weren't filming there. Well, the path was blocked. Ugh.
Up until now, people have been proven that because that path was blocked, there's no way they could have been part of that.
Fine. The path to the trailer was blocked.
So we have heard.
The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time.
Yes, I suppose that would be the case.
Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet, in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime. Studio 2. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime.
Order!
The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Miss Oldbag saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2.
This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim. Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did it so he would cover up the details of his own murder?
Well, no, of course not.
Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume.
Is this where the sleeping pills come into play? I think it is. It'd be the only proof that we have. Everything else, well... Suppose I should save, shouldn't I?
I don't have to say it anymore.
I don't?
I said I don't even have to say it anymore, as in
Oh.
you're saving.
Fine, I have proof.
You do?
Dang,
Sorry.
okay. Calm down there. You did...
You do, Mr. Wright?
Now that they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume.
Hey, Evie.
What's up, evening? This is it.
And then an empty bottle. Medicine bottle.
I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads, sleeping pills.
Sleeping pills?
The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent the entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer.
Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicion, yes. But there's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it.
Your Honor, I have an idea. I don't know about this one.
So you're overthinking it. How do you find out someone's used an item?
That one?
I'm not answering it for you.
Fine. I will save again.
Oh, an idea. Continue.
Run a test of Powers' blood. You should find traces of the sleeping pills.
This much time after the day of the murder? If there was traces, it still proves nothing. No test could tell that Hammer was the one who drugged him, Mr. Wright.
He's right. Darn. That didn't work. Time to try another idea.
Your Honor, I have another idea.
Test him again.
Everybody touched the bottle, so it can't be that one. It's got to be Examine Hammer's body.
An idea, Mr. Wright, and what would that be?
Well, we should examine Mr. Hammer's body.
Mr. Hammer? I thought it was Mr. Powers who was made to take the sleeping pills.
Indeed, it was, Your Honor.
You're
Oh.
implying that people, when they're doing the investigation, are wearing gloves.
Well, they aren't. You saw Dick Gumshoe? I mean, come on. That guy...
It's implied.
Whatever. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on the bottle.
I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle.
Empty bottle given to the judge.
And they make an ocarina out of it.
This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hacken's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The Steel Samurai seen by Miss Oldback...
What? Oh, high speed.
By Miss Oldback may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1 but Studio 2, and those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai's costume? Also, who killed him and
I was
why?
wrong. I think there is one more investigation day.
Ugh.
But this should be the last one.
Find the answers for me by tomorrow.
That's a lot of homework.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Mm,
You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicions of Mr. Wheelpowers.
you say, Your Honor.
This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well, court is adjourned.
I know this one's not as long.
Phew, yeah, pretty much. That's how I feel. That was a close one.
You were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial.
Wow, no faith. Me too.
Really? You both seem so confident.
Ha! Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there.
Me too.
Dad?
Oh, of course, we're kidding.
Are you sure?
I wasn't actually kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation, but I promise you we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial.
Right, thanks.
Shame on you for trying to suggest that the boy is the killer.
I mean...
Definitely is not.
I mean... You know...
The boy saved this trial by showing us a photo that suggests that everything we thought was true was not true.
Okay. I need a quick moment here.
Yeah?
A lot of reading here that I just did. Actually, like, burns me out, like, unbelievably. How's the chat doing out there? Let's talk to the chat for just a brief minute here. Kind of recollect our thoughts, kind of regain our stamina. Have a nice water break here.
You're a wuss if that amount of reading is taking everything out of you.
It does. Believe me, it does.
I have way stronger tolerance, I guess.
Yeah, but you saw my voice. I was putting my heart and soul into it.
I mean, I thought acting as a kid was your natural ability.
She's funny.
You're not even denying it.
Don't stick up for her.
See your chat knows.
They know nothing.
If you want a break from reading, I can solo this.
I'm not crying right now, Speed. You're full of yourself, and you know it.
Besides, this crying is only Waluigi's.
Here, I got an emote for you, Katie. There.
How was it a miss? I like insulted you twice, dude. It should be this.
What time? How long has the stream been going on for, huh? Can you figure it out?
No, nor do I care to figure it out.
Wow. Wow! What, are you gonna make a Carl cry emote now?
I mean, I can, because you're whining a lot. Are you done?
No, I'm not, actually. Alright, let's get to it. That was a close one, huh, Mia?
Really? It's too bad. Sorry, I missed it.
Oh, Maya!
So, what happened?
We lost. It was terrible. I'm sorry you missed out. Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof.
Wow. Get going, Nick.
Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have.
Initial trial? That.
That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system they decided to speed the whole process up.
So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, we have no time to waste. Because I'll get yelled at if I don't. Mia's favorite potted plant. Maya has been watering it so much that it looks a little swollen. What was the name of the plant? I forget already.
Charlie.
I don't get Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal Samurai's costume?
What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume?
Yeah.
Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it?
That's what we have to find out.
What happened with the director's testimony?
Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer.
Huh.
Which means that the killer has to be one of them.
Really? Why?
Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where the trailer is.
What?
Was Maya always this excitable? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us?
I can't see what's going on when Mia is here. So no, I haven't noticed anything.
Right.
Maybe we should go talk to WP?
WP Powers. Right.
Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you.
Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears?
Wow, Nick, you must have been really wowed in there.
You could stop looking so vulnerable, too.
Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count.
Yes. Though there's not really anything I can do to help.
Ha ha ha, I'm not really sure what I can do either.
Please, this is no laughing matter. Why is it always the sad music here?
Because he doesn't have any willpower left.
I'm sorry you had to hear that. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez?
Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius.
A gene? Oh,
Genius?
sorry.
That's me.
She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days.
Why is that?
Speed. It's good headcanon.
Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and
And what?
nothing, forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow.
Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila?
Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director.
That sound. Why has that title just been fully degraded to everything?
I don't know.
Like, it just. Every time I hear straight to DVD or straight to video, it's just like, oh, it's one of those. But, like, I feel like there's a lot of really good videos and movies that have been straight to video and done perfectly fine.
But something in his work caught Vasquez's eyes. She brought the Steel Samurai's idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beak and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high, and all that.
I can imagine him being at her neck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping.
Dang. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Oh. Yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in the business. But he just stopped talking or taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global.
How could he do that? I was really looking forward to the sequel of Samurai Summer.
He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came into the game to Global.
5 years ago. Alright, let's just go to the studio. Uh-oh. Wah, wah, wah.
Ellipses. 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 The old windbag sure is quiet today. Ellipses. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Ellipses. Nick? I think her guard's down.
Yeah?
I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. Ellipses. You eat, you die. Whew, she's alive.
Suppose we should talk to her, shouldn't we? I was wondering about D. Vasquez, the producer.
Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way.
She seems bitter.
Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry.
Well, that sucks. Can I ask you about Sal Manila, the director?
Sal? He's soft, pushover, does whatever Vasquez wants or tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? This doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick?
No, it doesn't, Maya. I'm out, Mr. Hammer.
Arg! heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper.
Uh-oh.
Poor old Hammer, you dragged his star down from the sky and stomped on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this.
Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time.
You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Nice.
Alright, well, that's all we have to talk about with her. Guess I'll go to the employee area and see what's happening there.
Guess they're not filming today either.
Wouldn't there be, like, nothing to film?
Yeah. I did want to see them filming just one time.
This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later.
I guess.
No, you don't just guess, okay?
This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right?
Uh-huh.
I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Yeah! No touching! Eek! Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean I almost had a heart attack. I guess I could be a little dramatique at times. I suppose it's the actor in me.
Dramatique, indeed.
Anyway, I'm here to examine the piat on the table.
The plate.
Oh, it looks like piat because your card was.
Could you please define Piet?
No, I'm being legit, dude. Like the way that the Discord shows it, like sometimes it gets blurry and the L like got split up. I was gonna ask you what a piat was. You gotta read, dude.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
looking for sleeping pills, traces thereof.
My mind kind of turned off there for a second.
The plate. So you're looking for traces of sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back and take the plate back to the precinct.
There you go, you got it.
Precinct.
No, it's precinct.
Precinct.
Like sink.
Okay, precinct. So synced. Got it.
Yeah.
But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy, Bill Nye, gave me some testing solution. Saying.
Man, you beat me to it. I read Science Guy and I was gonna be like, Bill Nye. Gosh darn it.
This reacts to sleeping pills. See? If there's traces, it'll change color. Wow. Neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe? Well, what are you waiting for? No, everything in due time, pal. Ellipses, pal. More ellipses, pal. More ellipses, see? Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright?
So there were sleeping pills on the plate.
Looks like it.
How goes your investigation?
Tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspect. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though.
I don't. How is Edgeworth doing anyway?
Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it.
Whoa.
Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth.
Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups? Bottles? Say, whatever happened to that empty bottle?
Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep. Sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim.
So I was right. I don't think there's actually anything in here to find, is there?
I don't remember. I don't think so. There's one more area I haven't gone to yet. Oh, okay, a couple.
Yeah, we gotta talk to Penny.
Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning out the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? What? Why? But WP's innocent! Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But... this week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai.
Wah, wah, wah.
What? No!
Could you do that again?
No, that was her whimpering and her heart pouring out of her soul. Poor Maya.
I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer.
Yes.
On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2.
Huh? Thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Ellipses. Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then.
Why is she smiling about this rumor?
The rumor? Yeah, Ms. Vasquez, the producer, has some kind of hold on Hammer. She has some dirt on him. He'd do anything, she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Whoopsies. Dirt, you know, bad stuff. Whoopsies. I know what dirt means. But 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using a new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was too.
The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then?
What do you mean the last Steel Samurai episode? No, there was no episode, but you know, it was very weird out of context. I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No! No! Also, I heard that Global Studios is going to change its programming. You're not going to make kid shows anymore.
Wah, wah, wah.
What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided.
Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore?
Studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that?
Uh-oh.
What about the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. Like Power Rangers. No, that can't be true.
I mean,
The
yeah.
program just ends. They'll be heartbroken for sure.
Yeah, it can't be true. I mean, who watched that crap?
Uh-huh. Nick, say something.
Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be showing her.
Probably something of the new evidence that you were given.
Okay, sure. Guess I could just show her everything. Ahem!
Oh, what's this?
This is why you can't stop the Steel Samurai.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. I clearly gave you the wrong piece of evidence because I didn't realize what she was asking. But now I know what to present. You did it right, Nick.
Funny that I don't either. Oops, let's try that again.
Why can't you end hopes and dreams of children? Basically what they're asking.
So this one?
Yeah. And this is...
A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone else.
Ellipses. Ellipses. You're right. Okay. But what can I do?
Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Ooh. Tell me about the accident 5 years ago.
Ellipses. Okay.
Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago?
Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammers' fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Ms. Vasquez, managed to hush it up.
What's up, Justin? And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer?
And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Ms. Vasquez asked him to do. Ellipses. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Ms. Oldbag.
Uh-oh.
She was here at the studio back then, you know.
Thanks. We'll try asking her. If she'll talk.
What, you're still slinking around? If you like places so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darnest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios the way it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. Starting to froth at the mouth, Nick.
Wow, that's terrifying, actually.
Maybe we should keep a safe distance?
I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago.
Ah!
I changed my mind. I don't actually want to ask you anymore.
Who told? Who did you hear that from?
Huh?
Nichols!
Nichols?
Nichols, Nick, Penny, Nichols. The assistant we talked to.
Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
Whippersnappers. Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that and recently departed, no less. Suppose you think this is fun?
No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers.
Did you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume? You started to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof?
No. Okay. I can prove that Mr. Powers stole Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Here's my proof.
What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove?
It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it.
What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. There's a proof that he used his pills on Mr. Powers.
Oh, yeah, I suppose that would make more sense. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yes, so.
This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate.
Ellipses.
Oh, she's baffled.
Ellipses. Calm ellipses. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. This old bag? Okay, if you win, I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in.
This old bag.
You're right. 5 years ago there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. Well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. It was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand. Poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Soulbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Ms. Oldbag. Here, take this. Standards to go alone.
A photograph?
Look at this graph!
Wait a second. Where did that Nickelback music come from?
I have it playing on the TV behind. Here's off the children with bad music. This is the picture.
You know, the scary part about this is that this game probably came out at Nickelback's height.
Mm.
Is this the trailer in Studio 2?
And we're supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of the stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. Remember the ones that you found that was bent?
No, I don't remember that. But how did you get this?
It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it.
I understand. All right, let's go to Studio 2, I guess.
Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. That he left from here to go to Studio 2?
Right.
But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer?
I don't think there's anything here to examine.
Birdies!
So she's wearing a cape kind of thing, or a hood?
It's like a veil type of hoodie thing.
Okay.
Hey, Nick, it's Ms. Vasquez. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Maya, you should at least try to be polite.
I'm watching the clouds.
That's all she had to say, apparently.
Excuse me? Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Eh? Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off.
Oh, dear.
Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it! Nick, she did it! She's the killer! My Fae blood speaks to me. I know it, I know it!
Oh, dear. Is that all Phoenix says?
Mm.
I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila.
Ellipses. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer? By yourselves?
Oh, dear.
Before you move.
Oh, look, there it is. The bent piece. Oh, I'm sorry, what did you want? I guess I'll...
I was showing you.
Oh, you mean exactly...
That was all I was trying to show you.
Oh. I beat you to it, then? There's some flowers here.
Wow, so pretty. You're taking good care of these.
Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Okay.
Could pierce into a body. Ellipses. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here.
I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. This is where they had the meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. Better not show one to Edgeworth. Might crush it.
Try presenting stuff.
Pretty much. I guess this one?
Ellipses.
She's not even looking.
Where?
What?
Where did you get that?
Well...
Old bag.
Oh, she's on the hit list. Old?
She means the security lady, Miss Zolbag, Nick.
Right. Anyway. Miss Vasquez. You hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer.
Ellipses. The wind.
Huh?
Gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Conversation interests me. Let's talk about this more inside the trailer.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Nick, she went inside the trailer.
Okay.
You can.
Whack!
Well then, what was that you were talking about?
Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that... You were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids' shows for petty change.
So I'm a blackmailer now? Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident. But you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. To think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure?
What do you mean?
Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident?
No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it? On purpose?
That is what I mean.
Oh, that's a very terrifying face. I don't like it. Where's your proof? Can you prove it?
Humph. Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident?
I mean, if she tried to make it seem like it was on purpose, sure.
And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped over the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands. She gave him a few bruises too.
Ellipses. So that's why she had the photo.
She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. You could have made a copy. But he didn't. He didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now.
No.
What? This is valuable evidence. Boys!
Uh-oh.
Just the one on the
Ellipses.
left, man. The one on the left is the best.
He's just kind of like... Who are they?
Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased?
What?
Trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it.
Shady speeds on the right. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all?
Ellipses. I'm sure you have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, race away. No! Hold it right there! I heard everything, pal. Steve Vasquez. You're coming down to the precinct with me
Yeah!
now. Go. Ellipses. Humph. Not bad, ellipses. Very well. If it is, this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Patent of gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Ellipses. Ellipses. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective.
Oh, you should be a
Whoopsies.
lawyer there. Sup,
Hey,
Dolly?
Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon.
Or not.
Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this.
And who's at the bottom? You know what? That was her name. That's how I'm just gonna pronounce it now.
Oh god.
Okay, it is 2:18 right now.
I think it's probably a good stopping point.
But we're at the end here.
I know, but then we can do like 2 things next week.
All right. Actually, I should probably save after this. So what should we do to entertain the crowd?
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, we gotta do something now.
Maybe we can just call it.
But where's the fun in that?
I mean, that's what I was like trying to imply.
All
Because
right.
this is gonna take a little bit, and I don't have enough time for the court. I know you guys want to do more. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
should
have it.
play Uno.
I don't have it.
It's okay. We shouldn't play Uno.
I've seen videos of that game. It gets very salty.
Of course it does. It's Uno. You know, let me talk about something really quick. All right. Logan bought me the game. I told him straight up, there is no skill in playing the game Uno. And that version of Uno is even worse. With how many times the cards just switch around. It's like you have a great hand, then all of a sudden it's like, nope, not anymore because somebody threw out 7 and whatnot.
You don't have to play by that rule. You can decide not to play that rule.
It doesn't matter, okay? I've been
It
there.
does matter.
I've been in the 3-hour match of Uno that we didn't even finish because it just took too long. We all gave up unanimously. Okay?
And you don't have good willpower.
It wasn't even a good willpower. We just
Sounds like a personal problem.
look. We had to go to band. All right. It was we had a few hours to kill. We figured we'd just start a nice game of Uno and then grab a snack and then
Well, that's not how it works.
Uno came and went and no snack was ever grabbed.
Your problem.
Whatever. All right, I guess we can call it here.
That's fine. You guys get more Carl later.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you guys are here for me.